Welcome back to the Handyman business. Just out here getting ready to film a video of me pre-painting 5 16-foot pieces of crown molding, and had to dig out the old Finish Max Super. I haven't cleaned it since the last time I used it. I just put it on a shelf and left it there. Not a good idea. But I started thinking, it's been a while since I talked to you guys on this channel, and I'm going to tell you why your business is going to fail. Ooh, look at all that I just got out of there. There's white and gray in there. So why is your business going to fail? Well, it's because they all fail. The amount of businesses that make it, people that actually try to make a business and succeed and have be able to sell it for millions of dollars, you can't even count them. It's almost an anomaly of how few go on to make the Handyman McDonald's, the next Handyman franchise. It's just so rare. Are you cold? Or is there... Oh. There's squirrels out there? I see a squirrel out there. You want to get down and go get the squirrel? Hold on. Hold on. Don't go launching off into the... Come here. All right. Go get those squirrels. That's why I made this YouTube channel. The Handyman business, it's the business of being self-employed. Someone might say, well, and I've said it in the past, the business is worthless. You can't sell it unless you have a strong background in business management, personnel management, accounting, marketing, all sorts of... or you want to hire all those people. You want to be the business manager, and you hire those professionals that have that education and that experience. Then sure, go on and try to be the next McDonald's of the handyman service. The reality is you're here because you don't want to deal with that, because you like working with your hands. Maybe you're a plumber, an electrician, or a painter, or a trim carpenter, and you're thinking of going out on your own and be self-employed, not start up a new franchise that you're going to try to sell for $7 million in a year. Oh man, I'm getting all sorts of goodies out of here. So when you're out there surfing around for business advice, business practices, keep that in mind. A lot of them are geared to get you to stop being self-employed and go big. Go big. Now, I did go to college, and I majored in business and construction management, and I eventually dropped the business major and just got a major in construction management, which has quite a bit of business in it. Construction management, the management of a construction project. I'm going to give you an example, another example that's outside the home improvement, home services, construction industry. I've got a friend who has a business, and what he does is go around and buy veterinary clinics nationwide. So a lot of veterinarians dream of opening their own practice. They're great with animals. They are great with the animals' owners. They're good at their craft of fixing animals that are broken and sick. And they say, you know what, I'm going to start my own veterinarian clinic. They buy everything. They buy all the machines. They buy everything. And now they're no longer a veterinarian. They are a CEO and a business manager. Completely different from the passion that got them there. And they fail. They all fail. All right, maybe there's one or two that don't fail. And the reason that they don't fail is they realize, I'm a veterinarian. I am not a master business manager. I need to hire one. So what this guy does, he goes around and finds all these veterinary clinics and buys them out because they're floundering and they're way over their head. They've invested every penny that they make. They're basically broke, the lead veterinarian that started the practice, and they just need out. They need to recoup some of their costs and and go back to just being a veterinarian. And a lot of them stay on as a veterinarian at the clinic. That's just another real world example of why most businesses fail. When that business is started by a specialty. Another one that fails even more than any of them are restaurants. You got a guy who is great at making sushi, and he's, I'm going to start up a sushi restaurant. Or maybe he's great at making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and he's going to start a peanut butter and jelly restaurant. It's like clockwork. They always fail unless they get, major outside help. Keep that in mind, and look outside the box of just the small YouTube community, and as well as when you're doing this business management research. If you want to grow your business and be the Ronald McDonald of the handyman, you can try it. Most likely you're going to fail. What you can do successfully is be self-employed, plan for the future, just like everybody else. You've got a good income, you've got great freedom, you don't have a boss, you still get all the benefits of owning your own business, but you're still an employee, and you have to think like an employee would, a well-paid employee. How they think to the future, how they plan for the future. That's where I would focus my long-term goals, is how are other employees planning to retire and have a large net worth that leaves them comfortable and financially secure. Take a 6th grade math teacher is employed by a school district. Well, I'm a handyman and I'm employed by myself. In 10 years, that 6th grade math teacher doesn't have a business to sell off, or she hasn't franchised into the McDonald's of 6th grade school teachers. She has to spend her money wisely, and you have to invest. You make money as an employee, but we have more freedoms as a self-employed person than that school teacher. Of course, they got a lot of freedoms. They get a lot of days off. So don't get discouraged when you're out there and people are cramming a bunch of junk down your throat about you got to grow. You can't be a handyman anymore. You need to be a CEO. You need to read all these freaking books about business management and how to grow and franchise and this and that. Keep it simple, just like the school teacher, and you'll be able to retire just fine. I've got another video out on the investments that I suggest, and the comment section of that video is great too. A lot of guys putting their opinions, their investment strategies that they use in the comment. Most likely you don't want to become a CEO. You don't have the education to be a CEO. You don't have the work experience, the business experience to be a CEO of a major corporation or franchise that's worth millions of dollars. That's not to say that you can't get that knowledge without going to college. Most guys, they get to a certain point of building up their reputation of making good money, and they say, you know what? I'm sick of being the handyman. I don't want to be self-employed. I want to be a CEO. I want to be a business manager. So what he does is he starts outsourcing marketing, and he starts outsourcing all the accounting and the bookkeeping. Sometimes even the hiring. They outsource to professionals. Well, they don't make much money throughout that whole process. Hardly make any money because they're spending it all trying to build a franchise that's worth money, and then they make the money when they sell it or when they have someone buy one of their franchises. So treat your investments as if you were an employee of a school. Say you worked for the city, say you were a garbage man. Everybody's an employee out there, and there's a lot of people who do just fine and end up multimillionaires because of what they spend their money on, what they invest their money on while they're an employee. We at 10 minutes yet? No, I got about 50 seconds to burn up here. Anybody else got one of these out there? This is the Super. I lost the filter, and I think I'm going to put this video out this weekend and hopefully I'll get to this crown molding. It's going to be called Crown Molding for Dummies. I'm kind of a crown molding, I don't know what I'd say, definitely not a professional crown molding installer. I do it once every few years. I used to do it a lot more, but there are some tips that I have found to make it real easy, to get those cuts, those inside and outside corners, real easy. And I'm going to share those with you. All right, I was probably squealing at the door. I think my wife's home, and it's probably getting close to dinner time. So thanks for watching. Put your comments down below, your questions, and let's focus on the self-employment. We can discuss, I'd be interested, how many of you guys are looking to grow a mega business and not be self-employed? Meaning you're going to be a CEO or the president of your company, and not work. Not work with tools, not work with customers. What you're going to do is manage people, manage money. How many of you think that's something that you want to do, and that's something that you can do, that you have the skill set to do? That's it. Goodbye.